Okay, today's going to be mad fun. There's all kinds of fun things going on. I'm going to the IONNA, Garner, North Carolina Rechargery, which just opened, that has the just grab and go convenience store that's unattended using the Amazon automated checkout system. So we'll go check that out with its brand new Alpitronic hypercharger supplied stalls and canopy, converted gas station, all that fun stuff going on. I'm going to be meeting up Tyler from the Average EV there, and swinging by the Apex Rechargery just to get a fill up on the way out there, because I don't think I could quite make it. Also, there's two brand new stations that opened along route. One is a Pilot Travel Center in Kannapolis, and another is a Circle K. So I'm just going to stop by both those just to get a quick look to see how they're doing. All filled up, ready to go. So let's hit the road. I'm here at the original gangster, the Apex Rechargery. It turns out I did not actually need a charge here. I made it here with about 50%. I could have made it all the way to Garner, but as long as I'm here, I'm going to try something out. I heard that you could initiate a charge from within the infotainment, and let's see, it says 10 of 10 available, but all these are grayed out. Okay, so that integration is not complete, but wait, there's another option. I could use the ChargePoint app within the infotainment. We'll see if that one works. It's thinking about it. Nearby. Let's go. Let's say IONNA, please. Yeah, okay. Let's zoom in here. How do you zoom in? I'm thinking 4. Okay, so I pressed 4 and it came up 5A. This is a little confusing. So let me, if 4 was 5, that means 3 is 4? Maybe? Let's see. No, 3 is 5B. Interesting. All right, so I need to keep backing up here. I'm thinking, let's see, maybe 6? I'm kind of guessing here. There's really no indication. Okay, now I obviously could have just gotten out and used a credit card, but I understand that I do have the ability to do this instead. I'm trying to work out the bugs to see how I could actually make this work. But as you can see, this says 4A, and I am on the 4A connector. There's some people out there getting ready to do some leaf blowing, so it might be a little bit loud, but let's go ahead and go out and get connected. Start charge, contacting station. What it should say is you can connect. Let's see if that works. Nope, didn't work. Okay. Plan B. Oh, it did. Actually, just as I was getting ready to throw in the towel, all of a sudden it says you can plug in now. So let's go ahead and try that. Yep, it says plug in the connector. Let's see if this works. Hey! All right, well, that worked. And one of the advantages of this, from what I understand, is you use a credit card, they put a $50 hold on it, and That's not a big issue for me, but it is nice to, from what I understand, this would circumvent that. And let's see if we are actually charging. We are charging.
Washer fluid.
That's my guess. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I've been finding at Tesla supercharger stations, my charging speed normally taps out about 120 kilowatts. And there was the same thing on my Volvo XC40 Recharge, which was lower than I was expecting. So I'm thinking it might be my A to Z adapter. And because IONNA is one of the few locations I could test an A to Z J3400 to CCS adapter on a non-Tesla supercharger station, this would be a good place to do it. So surprisingly, I arrived here with more state of charge than I was hoping. I was kind of hoping to drain myself down, but I'm right around a little under 50%. But even still, that should be enough in order to give me indication whether or not it's the adapter or not. So let's go try that. Okay, so we have connected the A to Z older adapter, the original one, to the J3400 handle and connected it to the car. Let's see if we get the slower speed. I'm thinking we're going to, and this mystery will be solved. Okay, at 41%, I would expect somewhere in the, well, yeah. So on this station, I'm getting capacity throughput. So it's definitely not the adapter. I don't know why, but for some reason with my Volvo XC40 Recharge and my Chevrolet Equinox, when I would connect to the Tesla supercharger stations, I would typically tap out right at about 120 kilowatts. And it wasn't 100% of the time. It was like more like 80% of the time. And then occasionally I would get full speed. It was really strange. So maybe just the Tesla superchargers in my area are throttled or something, or they don't have appropriate transformers. But I mean, one of them was a Buc-ee's, and I was basically the only one there, and I was still only getting 120. So I really don't know what's going on. It's still a mystery. It's going to take some more research. Anyway, we're getting good speed here. It's a good price. I'm going to let this roll because I've got a lot of driving left to do today. And let's go back inside and chill in the lounge. Okay, let's go ahead and try to use the Rechargery Market. This is the first of a kind. And the first thing we have to do is scan our payment method. I use Apple Pay. Okay. It says go, so go ahead and come on in here. Yeah, the drone's kind of stuck. Okay, I had to go rescue the drone. It got stuck on the door opening. It wouldn't come through. Very nice. We've got basic convenience store fare, except for one area that I'll show you in just a second. And there's a little bit of medical, Carmex, lip balm, Hall's cough relief, Pepto-Bismol, things like that. Sodas, candy bars, and there's bigger candy bars over there. We got ramen noodles, waters, Starbucks cold coffee, and right in here, there's something called York Street, which is what I'm going to get. And since I scanned my payment method out there, I should be able to just grab and go according to what they say. Let's see, I'm going to get the turkey smoked Gouda bites. And the strawberry yogurt, I think, is a good dessert. And let's see what else. Oh, Ben & Jerry's ice cream. They have ice cream bars, but I think I'll get Ben & Jerry's. I never like their cookie dough. It never turns out as good as you would hope. So I'm going to get a American Dream. Now, one thing I don't see are utensils. And maybe I missed them in the freezer. So if I'm going to be eating ice cream, I need a utensil of some kind. And no, I do not see any utensils. Anyway, let's go outside and take a look at what we bought. See if the actual exchange happens. Okay, so what I got was this turkey wrap, yogurt parfait, and ice cream. My problem is I don't have any utensils, and I just went back in the store to check, and there are no utensils anywhere. So basically, I've got no way of eating these two things, and I didn't bring any in my car either, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do there. And I'm thinking because we're in what's known as public beta, they haven't fully dressed out the convenience store, and no utensils available is what I'm thinking. So I solved the utensil issue by going next door to the BP Pulse gas station that's adjacent, but if this keeps up, they're going to get pretty wise over there that people keep walking over asking for utensils. But I'm assuming just because we're in public beta, they don't have utensils stocked yet. Very good. Okay, while the car charges, let's talk about the location of this rechargery. We are very close to Interstate 40. In fact, if you look at these signs over here, that is for the interchange with Interstate 40. However, this location is also very close to what is known as the Triangle Expressway, which is a toll road which will take you into downtown Raleigh and also into the what is known Research Triangle Park. So it's an intersection of two basically interstates. And this rechargery is it's right off the exit for 40 and only about a mile away from the Triangle Expressway. So very optimal location. As you can see, trash cans, we got squeegees that are attended, ample stalls, we got pull through, we got canopy, we got lighting, we got security, restroom facilities, all the amenities you could possibly want. One thing I don't see is a place to sit, but this is being listed as public beta, so I'm not going to really critique this station yet. Really all I'm doing is bringing an opening event for this location. And I'm sure as time goes on, they're going to start putting in all the other fixings like cleaning up the landscaping, putting in places to sit. This canopy back over here is very likely going to be getting one of those stations where you could fill your tires and also your windshield washer fluid, is the speculation that me and Tyler are having for that. And while we were here, several other EV owners have found their way here through assumingly in-dash navigation. One lady was discussing with her partner on the phone that she was stumbled on this station, and you have to come see this place. It's amazing. Has all the modern amenities and is super comfortable and relaxing. I should also mention that it does have free Wi-Fi as well. As a network professional, I look up and I see the Wi-Fi access point dangling there, and logged in and was able to, no problem at all. So as you kick back, you can do some work. A very large lounge area to relax in with outlets in order to connect your laptop to power and get some work done, which I'm going to be doing here in just a second. So all in all, just an absolutely terrific facility. I feel very safe here, and is also very conveniently located. It's also in a good portion of town where locals are also going to be able to use it. So although it's close to an interstate, I think it's going to be very heavily used by the locals as well.
There we go.
So I'm here with Tyler from the Average EV. We're kicking back inside the lounge next to the market at the Garner brand new Rechargery that's just opened. And so Tyler, welcome to North Carolina.
Yeah, I love North Carolina.
I know, it's becoming like EV Mecca. We just saw a VinFast out there also, and you were mentioning that you hadn't seen them around where you are. They're actually not too uncommon around here because the Leaf Motors is one of the dealerships that sells them. So,
no, I've never seen one before, but there is a VinFast dealer in Frederick, which is pretty close to where I live now. So, but I haven't really seen them on the road yet, but I'm sure they're coming.
Yeah, they make a pretty good sized car, and it's, mid-size SUV, which is kind of a sweet spot for the suburban area where I live. And so I've seen a couple around where I live, and here in the Raleigh-Durham area, it seems like every time I come up, I see some. But we're here to talk about this beautiful Rechargery, a converted gas station. I mean, it seems to be a reoccurring theme with IONNA, where they buy gas stations and flip them.
Yeah, this is super cool. They need a little bit of soundproofing because I hear a lot of echo right now. But aside from that, it's like a really nice place to like kind of chill. There's plenty of chargers. They're all the Alpitronic hyperchargers. And then there's this really cool market, which is unattended, and you can just walk in, you have to tap your card and you grab whatever you want, and then it charges you later. And I've only seen that at baseball parks before. You can go in and grab a drink and then leave.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty cool that they're implementing that technology here. And then on top of that, this one is in a very good spot. It's on I-40, which is a well-traveled route, and it's right off the highway.
Yeah, there's also something local called the Triangle Expressway, which is a toll road.
Okay.
And because it's toll, a lot of people don't use it, which makes it, if you need to get into downtown, you pay the fare and then you can get in basically unobstructed. So it is definitely in a good location, and they scouted this out well. I don't know why the previous occupant wasn't able to make a go of it, but I'm pretty confident that IONNA will. Today, I think, is day number 3 for operation of this facility. And I don't know if you're picking up what I am, that it seems a little bit unfinished.
Yeah, there's like this counter with like nothing on it. So I think that might have some microwaves in the future, maybe some utensils. Utensils so you can eat the things in the market. I tweeted out to them, so maybe they'll at least drop some utensils off later today.
Customer feedback, that's right. And so I'm very satisfied. I mean, it's a great location, as you say, and Interstate 40 for me is very heavily used. It goes all the way into Wilmington, where my brother-in-law and son are, and I live in Charlotte. And it's a little bit of a dogleg to use it that way, but even still, I kind of prefer it to the other route, which is 74. And tons of options, tons of charging right off the interstate, all the conveniences of a convenience store without a attendant. I'm not sure if it's going to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I think the lounge will be for the restrooms, but not the actual market. But I might be mistaken about that.
I've seen some people comment that it isn't open all the time on PlugShare. So I'm not sure. I don't really exactly know how this Just Walk Out system works. Like, I don't know if someone actually has to be on a computer watching you and then authorize stuff. I don't know how it works, honestly. But people did say, yep, it closes. And there is an open sign, so it must close then.
Good point. Yeah, if there is an open sign, then it must close. I was here, I don't know, I think it was like 2 weeks ago when I was peering through the window, it was not ready. So these people opened and stocked this store very quickly. And I'm thinking what they're doing is working with a local vending company in order to keep that basically stocked like a very large vending machine, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. It's a good selection, too.
Yeah, and I also like that we've got fast chargers. There is a bolt you pointed out while I was charging that pulled up, so people can charge at different rates, multiple cars charging at once. But I think there's enough chargers that if you do have a fast car, like a EGMP, there is a Kia EV9 over there, that you're able to find a charger for yourself and get full 800 volt speed.
Oh, definitely.
So I think they've definitely thought this through well. And here in the South, it's definitely nice to have shade. So that seems to be also a recurring theme from IONNA. So I don't have many things to complain about. One is that, as you say, there's some trimmings seem to be missing, but likely those are coming. I looked on the website, and this is currently listed as public beta.
Yeah, so I think they're acknowledging it's not quite done yet.
Yeah, it was similar with the Apex Rechargery when it first opened, that the landscaping wasn't done. And when you go there now, I think you said you were headed there now?
Yeah, I'm going to go there next. Yep.
Yeah, you'll see it has a much more finished feel to it. They've got the pet stations in place.
Yeah, and there's like a mural on the outside.
The mural looks very nice. Yeah, I talked to Ricardo Stamanti, I believe is how his last name is pronounced, and he said he worked with a local artist to have that put on the side of the...
Oh, that's super cool.
And it's really nice when you get off, I think it's 64 and coming into downtown Apex off Salem, right down the road is like front and center of the mural. So I think they had that all planned. It's a good piece of real estate in downtown. And it's nice that the city of Apex carved out a section of their downtown for something which could be considered to be questionable for long-term viability. You know, electric vehicles, is this really here to stay, or is this just a temporary thing? But I'm thinking everyone has come to the conclusion that EVs are here to stay, at least judging from the look of this facility.
Yeah, and especially like when you have 8 auto manufacturers come together.
Good point.
Like, I think that they must believe in it too if they're wanting to kind of establish their own charging network to support their vehicles in the future.
That's a good point. You're talking to the mayor, you're like, well, I've got 8 of the largest automakers in the world right behind me who are going to be coming to open the station, so I think you're in good hands here.
Yeah.
But anyway, super comfortable, nice retro feel. We have
definitely
the same iconic branding that is at the other rechargeries that we've seen. And do you have a rechargery up near you yet?
There's one coming to Gaithersburg. And there's another one, I don't remember where, but there is another one, but those are just in, like, you know, plans. Like, I don't think they've started construction
No
yet.
construction yet? Yeah, there was thought that they were going to be focusing on certain areas of the country, and I've been looking, and it doesn't look like there's any one area of the country. There's like the whole freaking country is their target.
Yeah, but I definitely think they're trying to work I-70 across.
Yeah, they definitely targeted 70. That's true.
For like a first kind of plan, and then we'll see where they go from there. Yeah.
Yeah, so super nice. Every single one of the charging stalls here are underneath the canopy and conveniences.
Yeah, and also too, the handicap accessible chargers are very well laid out too. They're the ones right out front here. Access aisle, and then there's a ramp so they can come right up. So I'm glad, because not all CPOs take care of everybody, unfortunately.
Very well thought out. All right, well, safe travels.
Yes,
Much
you
appreciated
too.
for coming to North Carolina. And hopefully Rechargeries will be found in your neck of the woods soon.
Hopefully. All right, take it easy. Yeah.
All right, let's check in on the charging session with one of these slick charging graphs. And we hit up to 156 and then we came down. We are currently pulling, well, that's the average. Let's go back. We're currently pulling 65 kilowatts. And yeah, so very nice looking graph. We hit the spike and then we came down. What I don't see is the typical GM dip, and I'm not sure why that's the case. Tyler and I were talking about a recent software update that might have had some implication on why I'm not seeing the GM dip here, but all in all, a very nice charging session. I'm still not going to let it finish. I'm going to stay here for a while. I mean, as I said, it's a very good price. I'm getting good speed, and I've got a lot of road to travel today, so I'm going to go ahead and kick back into this very nice lounge, work on my laptop a little bit, and go ahead and let the car charge. So there you have it, a brand new Rechargery in Garner, North Carolina, hosted by CPO IONNA, using all kinds of creative energy to bring this place into fruition. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching.